Man, I just knew it. I said, those kids, as soon as they came back, they trolled me.
Oh, we have to. Never in my 40 years.
There's nothing more that a kid wants to say than I told you.
And she is laying into this teacher, and the teacher's listening. All of a sudden, I think the girl realizes, oh, crap, I'm talking to a... She goes, hold on a minute. Okay. What I said was, that little girl over there, and she just...
That's
so little queen.
It was hilarious. She was just like, I think I need to translate so these
She's like, wait a minute.
can understand what I'm saying.
so much. This snowstorm this year, we were all placing bets. It wasn't me who did it. It was someone else.
That's such a teacher thing.
I know. They sent out, if you would like to throw in $5 to the pot and bet how many days you think we're going to get out.
Gambling
I was like,
is
this
wild
is
work.
the best thing ever. I was like, you can take my $5.
So you weren't calling in sick, but you were hoping other people
I was
would.
sure as heck.
riding their
I
coattails.
was like, but if you all could just
I got
call
bills
out
to
sick,
pay.
that would be really great because I'd love to
I
sleep
wouldn't
in
be
tomorrow.
mad at you.
Hey, best friends. Welcome to this week's episode of Teachers Off Duty. If you are new here, welcome. I am Honest Teacher Vibes. And for the third week in a row, we back again. I like that y'all waved.
I always wave.
That was sweet. I like that.
I'm like,
Tell the people who you are.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Anna Cole. I'll read away with Miss Kate.
Hi, I'm Jere Chang, Miss Chang Gifted.
I feel like Miss Chang sang more than you did. Why did you stop yours?
Because last week I really, really went too far with my singing, so I thought I should be short today.
Oh,
No,
I like
I
your
didn't like
singing.
the
Yeah,
read
I
away
should-
Miss Kate.
I should never dim my light.
Don't
should I?
ever dim your
No.
sparkle.
Fill your bucket.
You know when you don't have to dim your sparkle
Ooh.
at the board. You don't have to dim your sparkle at the Board Teachers Comedy Tour,
You
baby.
sure
We are rocking and rolling, having us some good shows, having a good time. A time will be had.
Love it.
And we got more fall dates. I am so excited. The comedy tour isn't Friday yet. We be turned up
Love
all
it.
the time. Having us
Where
a
we
little
going?
Party. Having us a little party. USA and Canada teacher friends. Hey, we done made it to summer break.
That's right.
We outside. It's not like that one summer where it was 110 in the shade and we was inside. This summer we outside for the
I
Board
really
Teachers
hope
Comedy
so.
Tour. Yeah. So these are our fall dates. Tickets are now on sale. Grab your tickets this fall. We'll be in Austin, Abilene, Beaumont, and Corpus Christi, Texas. Then we'll be in Roanoke, Virginia, Charleston, West Virginia, Dayton, and Columbus, Ohio. October the 8th in Memphis, Tennessee. Y'all already know what it is. Hot Springs, Arkansas, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Midwest City, Oklahoma. In October, we'll also be in Canada, Surrey, British Columbia. We got 2 shows. Hey, shout out to Canada. Kelowna, British Columbia, and then Red Deer, Alberta. And then we'll be back to the United States, Burlington, Vermont, Syracuse, New York, Buffalo, New York, Binghamton, New York. And then we headed to the great Reading, Pennsylvania, Atlantic City. I spelled it. I said it as Reading, Pennsylvania.
Hey,
The first time I read
it's all
it.
right.
And
You're
they
a
was
reading
like,
teacher. It's cool.
Reading. I said the words say reading. They was
You're
like, we ain't
just-
finna argue with you about these
You're
semantics.
staying on brand, Brie.
I said,
It's
who
fine.
reading the paper? So Reading, Pennsylvania, Atlantic City, New Jersey, Waterbury, Connecticut, Elkhart, Indiana, Skokie, Illinois, Joliet, Illinois, Springfield, Illinois, and then we're going to the great state of California. Love. We'll be in Chico, Modesta, Santa Rosa, California. Then we are also headed to Fresno, California. Then we are in St. John's, Newfoundland. Shoot, who wrote these names? St. John's.
Who named these cities?
I'm saying St. John's, Newfoundland, and Labrador. We actually have 2 shows. 2, count them 2. And then we'll be in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, Moncton, New Brunswick, Kingston, Ontario, Thunder Bay, Ontario, Toronto, and Ottawa, Ontario.
So USA,
Shout out to
Canada, USA,
yeah.
Canada.
Shout out to Canada, man.
I know,
Come on.
right?
Brie, you're going to be on the Memphis show, I'm assuming.
My whole school gonna be on the Memphis
Yeah.
show.
I want
green
to. I've
room.
never seen you do stand up.
It's fun. I just
I
get up
want
there
to
acting fool,
come.
man.
I know. I want to come.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I just get on stage, be acting the fool.
I don't think Memphis is that far from me of a drive because
It ain't.
I pass it
Pull
when
up.
I go. Yeah, I
Pull up.
might come.
And we be turned up in the green room. I ain't gonna hold you.
They're gonna hear us
High
in the green
school.
room on stage. They're gonna
Sometimes
hear.
they have to shush us. We be having a good time. Be a comedian out there. They like, hey, yo, the green room kind of close to the stage this time.
Yeah.
We can hear y'all. Shut up.
Yeah, I can.
My bad.
That's the goal. I want to be
continued
shushed.
shenanigans.
I want to be shushed.
And then after the show, we always take pictures with the crowd. We have a good time, man. Just come to the Board Teach Comedy Tour. You will not regret it. Get on boardteach.com to get your tickets. Also, those of y'all that's been rocking with us for a long time, please give us a review on Spotify. It helps push us up in the algorithm so that we can keep putting out these amazing episodes, man. We gotta tell everybody what we did with his teachers.
Wait,
people don't believe us.
Have you heard that there's a new heart symbol with the hands?
Oh, it's like this?
Yes.
Look at the old, Look at the old teacher knowing it.
I can't believe you know. I learned it literally last week, and I was like, "What is this?"
I've known this.
Because you know that
Can you see a little heart?
No, I don't see the little heart.
I don't want the anatomically correct heart. I don't want to see the aorta. I want
it's not.
the emoji symbol.
It's a little heart.
So a teacher friend of mine was like, "This is it," because you know how what were they doing a while? Wait.
It's like that or something.
Yeah. They were doing this for a while or something weird. And this is what we do. And so then I got to thinking, I was like, you know how we draw a heart?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not anatomically correct at all. Where the hell did we, excuse my language, I'm so sorry. Where did we get this? So I Googled it. Where did we come up with this? And it is a misrepresentation of the heart by Aristotle. Oh. And he thought that that's the shape of the heart.
I like this that's why it's so just so simple.
But this makes me feel like I'm in the mob and I got something to say. You know what I don't know. I don't know.
I like it.
I just feel like I'm Tony Soprano. I don't know. I don't like this.
Never, ever.
Oh, is it K-pop?
Yes.
Oh, me saying I will never ever, and then I'm like, it's K-pop.
Yes.
I would totally teach me how to do it.
Yes.
Our producer has changed her mind.
Locked in.
I was so ready to throw it in the trash, and I was like, oh, it's K-pop.
The moment
Baby,
you see Peyton, you're gonna be like, hey, Peyton.
There's a new way to do a heart. Okay, because I don't be anatomically correct.
Shout out to the teacher being 20 years older than y'all and knowing.
Well, how long have you known about it?
A couple years, maybe a year or two.
I literally found out a week ago.
I live under a rock.
I am worldly.
I am cultured.
I am of the world. She said I am worldly.
I know the heart.
She said I know my heart.
Yes,
I am worldly. I am the heart.
Yeah.
I still. So the thing is, I be having to see stuff. So I don't want y'all to show me how to do it on camera because it's gonna, y'all gonna be like, she really is ditzy. I don't.
You're not ditzy.
I'm always the one that's like, I know who I am, baby. And if y'all try to show me how to do that, I ain't got my glasses on, so I really can't see y'all. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold you.
We're here. You just
I can see the silhouette.
Follow the sound of my voice.
If you held up
If you
the
can hear
paper,
the sound of my voice clap
this.
once.
Oh my gosh, I do that with my students.
Oh my gosh,
like,
when an adult does it to me, I'm like, oh, because I love it. I love being such a teacher.
Okay, I will say that if somebody does that, we did it at the show.
Oh my god,
that's hilarious.
I believe that. That would be funny.
I just knew people were gonna get irritated, and they did. And everybody reverted back to being a teacher. Casey was like, "If you can hear my voice clap once, 1,000 people."
Immediately, everybody can hear you. You're good. Let's go. You have our attention.
We have a good time at the shows.
Let's do some teacher math. If your wireless bill is $100 a month, that's $1,200 a year, which is approximately every Target run you make during the school year. No wonder teachers are always saying that they need a side hustle. The good news is that there are still a few places where saving money is actually easy. There are plenty of things in life that shouldn't be transparent, like who ate the emergency chocolate in your desk drawer, but your wireless bill absolutely should be. That's why Mint Mobile has become such a no-brainer. No gimmicks, no gotchas, just premium wireless for $15 a month, including high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. You can bring your current phone, keep your number, pick a 3, 6, or 12-month plan, and you're done. No awkward phone calls trying to negotiate with your carrier. No pretending you're going to cancel just so they'll knock $5 off your bill. Just simple. Honestly, I wish more companies work like this. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/TOD. That's mintmobile.com/TOD. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/TOD. That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12 months required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabytes hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com.
So this episode, we're going to talk about the weirdest reasons that schools have closed. And not like permanently closed down. We're saying like the reason like your school closed for a day or two or a week.
I'll never forget, I was teaching first grade in Atlanta. And gosh, this was probably 15 years ago. And a big hurricane was headed to the East Coast, like on the coast of Georgia, which I'm 53. Not once has a hurricane ever, to my knowledge, affected Atlanta, really. You look at some storms and whatnot.
Sure.
So these kids, but the news people, they're building it up. They're talking.
They gonna build it, babe.
So these kids are coming in, Miss Jane, we're not going to have school tomorrow. We're not going to have school tomorrow. And I'm like, y'all. And I took all the wind out of their sails. I ruined their day. I was like, y'all, they're wrong. I was like 40. So I'm 40-something years old. We have never not had school because of a hurricane in Atlanta. We're in the middle. Y'all, this hurricane blew up to Atlanta. We were out of school for like a week.
No.
Yeah, because like so many, it was just imagine really bad storms. So a lot of trees down, a lot of power outages. And because the coast was hit harder.
You remember when this was?
15 years ago, probably. So a lot of our first responders and the polemen and all the people had to go down to the coast because they got it worse, which left us dealing with no power and things like that.
Resources.
And so we couldn't have school. And when I just knew it, I said, those kids, as soon as they came back, they trolled me.
I would have too. Never in my 40 years.
There's nothing more that a kid wants to say than I told you.
I was like, I just leaned into it. I was like, y'all are right. So
my friend that's a firefighter was telling me like when hurricanes hit and the firefighters like they go to like different cities and stuff to help. He said they were, I can't remember where they were, but they had to like go through all this water. And he was like, as a firefighter, I can handle anything except for the freaking snakes in the water. I said, a snake?
In the water.
I beg your finest pardon. I said, one snake? He said, no, there was just snakes. In it. I said, I didn't even think, I just don't think about that kind of stuff, but like.
They get displaced, I guess.
Yeah, so the firefighters, like when they're going through and they got to like break in, use a little axe or whatever to, somebody said black people, I would count so little. Use your little axe or whatever, got your little shirt on.
Said an axe, whatever they use. We don't know what they use.
Or whatever, with your little biceps.
But they big. We know
but
it.
He said like that was the most stressful things. Like it wasn't the bugs. It wasn't rodents. It was walking through water at like waist level and the freaking snakes. Like, and I said, I couldn't. And once upon a time for 30 seconds, I thought I could be a firefighter. Never.
I was swimming in the lake and a snake swam towards me.
I would have went to glory.
They say Jesus walked on water. It's not a big deal because I walked on water too. Like, not to discredit Jesus.
They said I sprinted.
I was like, top of the water. I was out of that lake so fast. My two kids were still in the water. They're like, Mama, do we need to get out of the lake? I was like,
leaving the kids is wild.
It's okay.
No, water moccasins are poisonous.
It was a water snake. It wasn't. Okay. It was just a brown water snake.
I'm from West Virginia, so I have a lot of water snakes.
An anaconda ready to kill me.
No,
I
would panic immediately.
Yeah. And when I went water skiing, if I would have seen a snake, I would. Oh my gosh, I would have fainted.
Have I ever?
We had one to get in our school.
Oh my God, no!
And not only are city kids afraid of snakes, this country girl is also terrified of snakes.
I'm terrified.
I went and told the thing was like 6 inches long.
You want as
big as my finger.
That's hilarious.
I went and got admin. Y'all, good luck with that snake. It's above my pay grade.
Right. I knocked a kid out the way on accident trying to get away from a wasp.
One time growing up, a snake got in the mailbox. And how many co-walls do you think it took to get that snake out? Because it took all 4 of us. We were all freaking. We don't know how it
fell from a tree.
It
could have get in there.
I don't know. Well, it wasn't like the most stable. Like we had like wooden doors that were our mailbox, and our mailbox was like a brick thing.
Oh, okay.
And we got a shovel, and that's how we were all like. I was like rooting my dad and my brother on. I was like, you guys can do it. Like you could, because like I grew up. Snakes were always in my yard growing up, and I have to this day, I hate them. I don't know why people that grow up in the country like it. No, never,
we found a timber
ever.
rattlesnake down the lake.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I've seen
not.
multiple
Pick up
rattlesnakes.
the charcoal bag, and it was coiled up under there. I was like,
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I've never seen one.
Absolutely
and
not.
there's some snake nerds, and I use that as a compliment when I say nerd.
Yeah.
So you can take a picture of the snake, and there's some like snake identification group, and you take a picture of it. You got to get a good picture of it, and you post the picture and the location, and these snake nerds within a minute will give you the Latin word of the snake, and if it's venomous, if it's not, what you should do.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to have
Somebody
any
after this to ask you what do you think about the origins of languages? I know that's that's a random thing. I know it's.
But
a
you
random
said
thing.
Latin, so that makes sense.
It's a random thing, but she also said that she studied linguistics.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have tried to watch some documentaries on the origins of languages and linguistics and how we all.
I took a
speak
linguistics
different
and I love
languages.
sociolinguistics. That was one of my favorite classes.
That's what I took in grad school. It was
Probably one of my
fun.
favorite classes.
American dialects.
Because I spent years when I was young. It's so funny now that I'm a public speaker. When I was in high school, my brother went to college. Like, we were a first generation college kids. Yeah. And he came back and he's like, okay, we talk bad. We talk wrong. we're never going to be successful. And I'm the youngest of four. And I was like, I can talk how I want to.
Yeah.
You can't tell me how to talk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so then I went to college, went to grad school, and I wanted to move to New York because I thought it was cool. And I interviewed for a job at NYU. And I could just tell when I walked into that interview, and I was much more country than I am now.
Sure.
They looked at me like, you backwoods redneck. I could just tell immediately that. And so after that, I was probably like 24, 25, right out of grad school. I would spend hours just like laying in bed at night trying to lose my Southern accent. And I mean, I was just like, don't say like, I'd say like night instead of night. You know, brown. I could have 3 syllables, supposed to have 1 syllable. Brown, you know.
Pillow was always hard for me. I'd always say pillow. I'd be like, pillow.
Daddy. Instead of dad, I'd say daddy.
Yeah, my daddy was
daddy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't talk like this. I got to be successful. And then I got another master's in applied linguistics that I had this woman. She wrote a book called Sister Speak. She may have been from Mississippi.
Okay.
God, Dr. Lanehart. I can't remember her first name. She wrote a book called Sister Speak, and she had done like generational interviews from like her great great grandma all the way down about
that's
like
cool.
AAVE.
Yeah,
and
I'm
standard
so happy to turn African American vernacular into. Because people all the time, like even my kids try to write like poetry and stuff. They're like, "This isn't." I'm like, piss off." Yes, it is.
That is poetry.
There you go. And so she did a whole thing on like AAVE and like standard English. You know what people call standard English. And it was after I took her class that I began to embrace the way that I taught. And now I'm getting paid to go travel around the country and do keynotes to talk to people.
Well, I'll tell you, when I moved to New York, you know,
have a very Southern accent.
No, I've lost it. Like, but it comes out when I'm with my mom.
Okay.
Like when I'm with my friends from
Mamas
West
will
Virginia.
do that for sure.
Yeah, like as soon as I'm on the phone with my mom, my voice changes.
You heard me when I was on the phone with my mom, baby.
Exactly. Like you.
But I was on the phone about, hey, mom.
Yeah,
like
mom. One thing about me and Tracy, baby, we gonna talk some bits about it.
Like it'll come out of me. But I remember when I moved to New York, I wanted to get rid of my accent so badly. But I was a bartender during grad school, and the guy who hired me as a bartender was like, "Oh, I only hired you for one reason and one reason only, and that was your accent." Yep. And he was like, he's like, I knew everybody would love your accent. It's a good, you know, you want to talk to people when you're
sell alcohol.
He's
guys are going to want to talk to you.
People are just going to be curious. Where are you from? How'd you get here? It's a great conversation starter. And just throughout like time away from West Virginia, I haven't lived there since I was 18 years old. I've lost it. And it makes me so sad that I've lost it. It makes me sad.
We did that show at the Palladium in New York City. You could tell as soon as I started talking, people were like, no. And I'm like, baby, I know I'm cornbread country, tight country.
It's
and
okay.
I do. But me and my twin, people used to always tell us, you talk like a white girl. And I'm like, what does that? What
does that mean? Tell me what that means.
If you don't know how to code switch, just say that then. Because I mean, I've had to on Facebook, because baby, that's where everybody grandma be starring stuff.
On Facebook. Oh, the Facebook comments.
People would comment on my videos and be like, I sure hope that you don't teach English. And I'm like, there's other creators that are not black that don't speak the Queen's English, and y'all don't say nothing to them. Y'all actually think it's funny. But then when I say something, you're like, I hope you don't teach English. Say you don't know how to code switch, or say you got an inherent bias without saying shut up. Shut up talking to me. I used to ignore it, but I finally made a video about it. I said,
I love when I have a typo. Someone's like,
oh my God. Oh my God, the typo. When I put the wrong there. I'm sorry.
They're like, you don't know how to use your. I'm like, I know, poor kids. I lean into it. I say, poor kids, they deserve better.
They deserve better.
I just lean into it. You know what? I'm like, yes. I don't argue it. Yes, I know how to use different forms of your. Yeah. Yes. I just say, our youth deserves so much better than me.
You're right.
I'm like, I bet you're just such a peach at parties.
That's usually, I used to say that a lot. I'd be like, I bet you're so fun at parties.
And code switching, I love watching kids code switch. I'll never forget. We were on the playground. And this is when our school was predominantly black. And it was me and there was one other white teacher, pretty much that I know on our entire staff at this time. We're sitting at recess and this little girl came over. She's in college now. And she came over and she was going to tell my friend, who's a white lady, the drama that the little girls first, second grade, the little T. She comes over there, and I'm not going to imitate. I don't like to use accents because it's just offensive. But she's straight up AAVE, and she is laying into this teacher, and the teacher's listening. All of a sudden, I think the girl realizes, oh, crap, I'm talking to a white lady. She goes, hold on a minute. Okay. What I said was, that little girl over there, and she just,
that's so
little
funny.
queen.
It was hilarious. She was just like, I think I need to translate so these white ladies can understand what I'm saying.
That makes me have so much respect for you.
I love that.
That makes me have so much respect for you. Thank you for saying that. She's like, girl, I'm not going to imitate that because thank you so much. I appreciate it. I mean, I wouldn't have judged you if you did because we're content creators. But that just shows like a level of like understanding. I appreciate that.
And if you can't fill in the blanks, you know, because you can tell a story without. I hate when people imitate accents.
Yeah, I can't. I won't do them either. Really. Like a New York one, I'll do just because it's super fun. I love doing that. But it's also within the same ethnicity typically. You know, like you wouldn't do even when I see like white gay men imitate black women. And I'm like, just because you're part of a marginalized community doesn't give you a pass to do that.
Speak on it.
You know, and so
I just like make sure your wife watch these episodes, baby. She's gonna be like, this is my wife right there.
The nail salon. You know, that's a big one.
Oh my gosh.
If you cannot tell, because, you know, like they say, like, do you have a boyfriend or you need to get better nails? You can tell that story and be funny without
using an
imitating her. And if you can't tell that story and be funny, then you're not funny.
Because some people get mad about people imitating an accent. And then they will turn around and do the same thing. And I'm like, because I mean, and then like British people, they just be calling us out because they're like, y'all Americans, y'all don't have a good British accent. Like, just stop.
I can't do a British accent.
Terrible. So at that point, it's like a back and forth.
You almost get more of a pass to within your own community. Like if you imitate like a black man talking, but if I do, no, I don't have the pass to do that.
Because my little Tristan character, I mean, that's who. But I mean, I grew up playing basketball with boys, and that's how you know I talk how I talk when I'm playing basketball with boys. Like that's just who I am. But I do appreciate the cultural awareness.
I remember one time I was coaching cross country, and again, so what it was, I went to this high school. I lasted there 1 year, and it was predominantly it was like very few white people there. It was predominantly black, a lot of Hispanic folks, and some other languages there as well. So the basketball comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, I hear you're a runner." I was like, okay, I run some marathons. He's like, I want you to coach cross.
I've run some marathons.
3. Okay, let me take that back.
That's a big deal.
I've run none, bro.
Y'all do not get this twisted. I have completed 3 marathons. I don't want to start this. Okay, I finished them. So this basketball comes up to me, and coach comes to me and says, hey, I want my team to run cross country in the fall so they can be trained for basketball.
Yeah, our coaches just make us do that.
No, all young black men, right? They wouldn't even want to wear the little booty shorts. Like they couldn't.
I want some basketball shorts.
And this was back when basketball shorts were like, like down here, kind of real long, like in the 90s. You know,
we had time.
So he finally talks me into it. So we get out there the first day of practice, and they're all like inward to each other. And I was like, stop the press! We cannot be doing. Y'all cannot be speaking. I'm clutching my pearls. Y'all cannot be doing this. And they're like, oh. And he's like, and they're all giant. You know, you teach high school. I'm looking up. They're all basketball players.
Yeah, they're all got a foot.
And I'm trying to fuss at them, but trying to be cool.
They killed me.
And
I just love that you say fuss at them too. That's like, so cute.
I'm trying to fuss at them. This is inappropriate. And they're like, you just don't understand. This is how we talk to each other. You know, So whatever. I was like, fine.
It's like a term of endearment at this point.
For sure.
Yeah.
Y'all talk to each other, y'all. I don't care. My only rule of today's practice is y'all got to beat me back to school. And I just took off running.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Not one of them could catch me. They could like the first mile. After about a mile.
Yeah. One thing about us, baby, we ain't no distance runners.
They're not. They're basketball players. They're
basketball,
not,
we start and stop.
So I went to the coach and I was like, man, can you please help me with this N word? I was like, I get it. But when I hear the word with the R, without the R, it has a whole different meaning for me.
Yeah.
So the next day he's like, okay, I'll look.
Yeah, we don't let them say it at practice and stuff like that.
A little white lady, come on, a little bit more respect. So it was funny though. But.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Can we talk about the most overused phrase in education? I'm fine. Teachers say it all the time. How are you doing? I'm fine. How's the school year going? I'm fine. Are you okay after that parent email? I'm fine. Meanwhile, you've stress-eaten 3 granola bars, forgotten where you parked, and are one copier jam away from becoming a wilderness survivalist. What's interesting is that we talk about mental health way more openly than we used to, but actually asking for help can still feel weird. In fact, BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report surveyed 2,000 Americans and revealed that 85% of Americans believe getting support is wise, yet 74% say society discourages people from doing so. And honestly, that makes sense. We encourage our friends to get support. We encourage our students to ask for help. But when it's us, suddenly we're like, no, I'll just carry this emotional backpack full of bricks by myself. Maybe part of closing that gap is normalizing those conversations and reminding people that asking for support isn't weakness, it's a skill. BetterHelp has over 30,000 therapists, has served more than 6 million people globally, and clients have given live sessions an average rating of 4.9 out of 5, based on over 1.7 million reviews. They also do the initial therapist matching for you, and if it's not the right fit, you can switch anytime. Don't let stigma stand in the way of support. Start therapy with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/TOD. That's BETTERHELP.com/TOD.
So you are a runner then if you're out running young.
Yeah.
I can assure you I cannot
they fast, but they like
basketball players, and I played basketball too. You last about a minute, and then your tanks, you're a sprinter, your tank's done.
Yeah.
So he wanted me to give them some more endurance and conditioning. We saw it. We lost every meet.
We sucked.
I felt so bad for those guys.
Was your basketball team good though?
They're all right.
How much do you think you run in one basketball game? Like a mile?
I don't do public, man. If I don't know.
But
it's very start and stop. Yeah, it's very start and stop.
You always catch your breath.
But basketball is the sport where you have to be like your whole body is like engaged.
Now, soccer is where you run nonstop.
Yeah.
Soccer, they say you run several
running
miles.
Yeah,
you're running miles.
Especially if you're in midfield. You don't play sports.
No, well, I mean, I didn't play soccer, but I had my undergrad is in sports medicine, and that was for some reason, I hated having to do clinical hours for baseball because I was just so bored.
Yeah.
Soccer, I love them, man. They was running, they were so dramatic too, and then when they would score a goal, they'd be like, goal! And they was like running around the whole field, and I'm on the sideline like, goal! Oh my God! Oh,
that's a fun role.
They was turned up in soccer. I like the soccer culture.
We have Atlanta United. Do y'all have soccer? We're terrible this year.
We have a professional soccer team, and I have no idea what it's called.
Nothing, man.
Y'all don't have basketball or football. Y'all really don't.
Well, I mean, Memphis got the Memphis Grizzlies. Shout out, go Grizz.
Y'all have Ole Miss football, but that's college.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's still such a big.
We got Ole Miss, Auburn. Yeah. Well, Auburn is Alabama. Yeah. But I lived in Birmingham for 3 years.
Oh, okay.
And they were so very much like this. Is how I know I didn't do football. Because when I first moved there, they was like Roll Tide or War Eagle, and I was like, I don't know what either one of those things mean. Leave me alone. Like they were like, are you?
Say it again.
It's either Roll Tide or War Eagle.
It's Auburn.
I know what Roll Tide is Alabama.
War Eagle is Auburn.
And
they're both Alabama schools. They're rivals.
They were so mean to each other too. I was
but it's all in fun.
Yeah. Like it's all in fun. But they would be like, oh, I bet you got that.
But it's serious too at the same time.
Yeah. They'd be like, oh, I bet you got that Alabama shirt off the rack at like Walmart or something. And they'd be like,
I did.
Right. They're like, we actually went to Auburn. Like somebody. This is how much they were into like football too, because somebody was. I was like a administrative assistant at like a really big church in Birmingham, and the kids director was like talking about.
This is at the best part was at church,
right? Because now I'm like, what? I was in my era, you know, where I was trying. No, I just graduated from college.
The church people roasting each other.
No, right. So the lady, she was like, she was trying to, and I'm still laughing at them about football at this point because I don't care either way. Like I'm from Tennessee originally. Like I'm from Chicago originally, but I lived in Tennessee since I was 10. And so we always cared about like UT basketball and Pat Summit and like. Oh yeah. And so when I got to Birmingham, everybody's like Roll Tide or War Eagle, and so I'm already laughing anyway. But this lady starts explaining that at the beginning of every Auburn football game or something, they have an eagle that flies around the stadium. I guess.
Literal eagle.
And it lands on a man with he has a glove.
Hey, and no shade on the eagle, but this lady started crying, bro. She was like, when that eagle flies around the stadium, and I was like,
sports fans are dying.
She was that hard.
We have a bulldog, but our bulldog lives the best life.
No, the bulldog. Our mascot was a bulldog.
He has an air conditioned house.
Yeah, he's a big deal. What's his name?
We're on like number 10 or they keep dying.
He keeps dying, and they just replace him with the same.
But he's so cute. I have my picture with like number 2 or 3.
Oh right,
I think or 4 or 5. I don't remember. One of them.
You got one of them.
When they got an actual like bulldog at Union, because I went to a private Christian school in Jackson, Tennessee, called Union University. Shout out to UU. You helped me become the successful person I am today. But I remember when we first got a bulldog and we were like, oh my gosh, a real dog. Like I'm so excited. But you're right.
Bulldogs are cute as can be.
They are cute. I ain't gonna lie.
It's funny that like they're a mascot though, because that's the most unathletic dog out there. You don't want that one running.
Right, they're really not. Yeah, they're not.
I'm like, you're not very.
They're not intimidating.
It's not an eagle, bulldog. You know.
But now as an adult, I feel like if I like sat there and even if I didn't really like football and I saw an eagle fly around the stadium, I probably now as an adult would like as a grown, I probably would be like, that is just so.
No, I would be upset.
Now wait, was she emotional because she was moved by the eagle, or that the animal is being treated poorly?
No, she was like, that bird was treated just as good as the bulldogs
I thought she was like a PETA lady, like upset.
No,
I think I would be more of a PETA lady. I would be like, oh my God, let it go roam the mountains. Like, I would be like, go set it free. Like,
because they actually are like majestic. But like, I was like 20 something. I didn't care.
Yeah.
And now she was like my age at the time.
Yeah.
So now I understand, because now I'm like, oh, look at those birds.
That is beautiful.
Man. Like I enjoy like different things now that I like wouldn't.
You know that the United States bird I think was originally going to be the turkey. Have y'all ever heard that?
Yes, I have.
I have never heard that.
Is that true?
Oh,
I don't know. Can somebody fact check that for us?
I wouldn't put it past us though. Like,
have you ever heard of the bird theory, the psychological bird theory, where like if you're dating a person,
they do this to men all the time on TikTok.
What?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So you are supposed to, like, when you're with your partner and it's at the end of a long day or something, be like, "Hey, I saw a bird today."
Oh, I did see that on TikTok.
It's a test to see like if they're gonna ask follow-up questions or not. So I did it to the guy I'm currently seeing. I was like, "Hey, babe, I saw a bird today," and he's like, "Oh, what kind?" Oh, and he immediately was like, "Where were you?"
We already love him.
We love
him.
He asked follow-up questions.
Have you seen the one where they say name a woman?
No, what is
There's
that?
There's another trend that I saw on
TikTok. I think I have seen that.
Where the woman, typically a man and a woman, and the woman asks the man, like, you be the man, like, name a woman. And he's just like, oh, gosh. And one guy said, like, Anne Frank. And she's like, and you're supposed to say her name. So, So if I say name a woman, you're going to say Jerry Chain. Like, that's what you're hoping your partner will do. So I think
that's an unfair
That's
one,
not fair.
I
agree. I immediately was like, Jennifer Aniston. Like, I don't know.
I swear.
She said your name?
Yes, I swear it was unscripted. And I know, like, so many things are scripted. She's out there. She's getting ready to grill. We're at the lake. Like, she's putting up steaks on the grill. I go out there with the phone, and she's like, oh, God, now what? Like, how do I look? And I said, name a woman. She goes, name a woman? I was like, yeah. She goes, just name a woman. I said, yeah. She goes, you? I was like, yeah.
Okay, I got to test this out on the guy I'm talking to then.
Yeah. I know. I guess I'll try it too. But I feel like it's a trick question, because if you ask me to name a man. The bird thing,
not the woman. I ain't going to do it.
Yeah, the bird thing.
The thing is, it's like.
It is cute.
I would never get mad. Like, if she said Beyonce, I'd be like, yeah, that's a good woman.
That's a woman. That's a woman.
She is a woman.
It's in jest.
Yeah, it's in jest. Exactly.
Yeah, it is.
I love those little things to see what people will do. Yeah. But I was like, I'm going to tell him I saw a bird today.
Remember the trend where they were having the dads call the mom, and they were the parents that have been divorced for years.
Oh, they call them both?
Yeah. Well, the kid would be like, Dad, call mom.
Oh, wow.
And he'd be like, just call her and like, just say, hey, like I was calling to tell you good night or something like that. And the amount of people that you could tell, like, oh, y'all still got feelings for each other. There ain't no telling how many people got back together because that daggum trend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it caused a lot of drama. This is the thing I love about the Teachers Off Duty podcast. I promise this is what I love. I promise it is just like the teacher's lounge. We walk in there for one reason.
We're supposed to be talking about school closure.
Right. Yeah. We walk in there for one reason and we start talking about other stuff.
This is what we've been talking about.
Anybody that's been rocking with us for a long time, you already know what's tea. You already know. We're going to go off on the tail. We're going to circle back.
Yeah.
We're going to be for 10 minutes.
To it.
My favorite was when Atlanta one time, too. So we had a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Actually, I can tell you exactly because my son was born during the snowstorm. It was 12 years ago. And they predicted the snowstorm was coming.
Was it in 2012, 13?
14.
Okay.
I know because my son was born. We were literally at the hospital. My wife was having a baby. And they were talking about, we're going to shut the schools? Are we going to shut the schools? And they're like, oh, okay.
They didn't.
They didn't. And they're like, and then I'm going to make up a time. Noon. They're like, schools are shut down. So everybody left.
Panicking.
The ice storm came in super fast, froze everything over. People got stranded in the streets.
Yes,
there was a baby born on the highway.
Yes, ma'am.
A whole bunch of kids had to spend the night at school. So now Atlanta's like the joke of the whole country.
Right.
So this year we had a snow day. They're like, snow day, Atlanta's closed. It was as dry as this chair. And I'm just out frolicking. And I was like,
you know what? It's better to be on the safe side.
When the New Yorkers and the Boston people and all y'all.
They always make fun of us.
But here's what I say. Go ahead and make fun of us because you're at work. Guess I'm home getting paid.
Yeah.
Facts.
I don't care.
Facts. But I remember that storm. I lived in Birmingham.
Yeah.
And I remember it started snowing and it happened so
and
fast.
Ice is scary.
But you're right, though. I remember that storm because I lived in Birmingham. After college in 2012, I moved to Birmingham.
Yeah.
I lived there for 3 years. 2015, I moved back. But I remember the ice storm because my car has never I had never had to get out and walk.
Yeah, you don't know what to do.
Oh, you had to walk.
Froze immediately.
It was crazy.
And it was like 3 inches of ice. And
ice is scary.
Like I had to walk home. Everybody's cars were like people just left their cars anywhere.
We were at the hospital and like obviously my wife's getting the preferential treatment having the baby and as she should. And so they bring her food and I'm like, they're like, everything's shut down.
Yeah. We have nothing.
And there was a Church's Chicken like a block from the hospital.
Church's?
No. What? They were closed down too.
Everything was.
Even Church's was closed. Even Waffle House was closed down.
I got Waffle House during that storm and freaking got food poisoning during that storm. And I could not go to the doctor or that was horrible.
God.
I had enough. Hold on, Chuck. I'm getting all emotional. Enough coins to get some famous Amos cookies out of the vending machine.
Shout out to man. I didn't know they still made famous Amos
I
cookies.
love those things. Don't sleep on famous Amos cookies.
They're soft.
Yeah, they're nice.
Dang.
They're just those perfect little bite size.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway, so we had the baby, our oldest. 2 years later, we have our second kid, and like the lady who teaches you how to breastfeed. What's that?
Oh, the
lactation
the
nurse?
lactation
That
consultant.
person.
Yeah.
She came by, a photographer came by, and I was like, is this normal? Because when the first kid, they all went home, they were all like helping like run the hospital. It was a whole different situation.
Isn't that interesting that how everything can just shut down in the blink of an eye?
Yeah, it was weird.
Shout out to my lactation consultant because I had no idea what I was doing.
Well, I mean, I do.
That's because you have a baby.
Dude, I was
you don't know
like,
nobody knows what
here's
they're
a
doing.
human.
Take care
It
of
is terrifying.
when they let me
becoming a
take her home
parent.
from the I said, well, y'all ain't coming with us.
You should have seen. I know. You should have seen us trying to put him in the little car seat. He was so upset. I'm trying. And then we're driving home, and his patches of ice. I bet I drove 2
Oh my God!
miles an hour. And my wife's in the back with the kid. I was like, "Is he alive? Is he alive?"
And the doctor just be like jerking the baby around and everything, and we're like, "Oh, it's such a sweet." And the doctor's like,
and then,
"Okay, so
the nurses can swaddle like they're a ninja.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
I
I got home. I'd swaddle.
Yeah.
I'd swaddle.
I could not.
I was like, how important is swaddling?
Is it really necessary?
I was so mad because I was like, they were like, you need to make sure they're swaddled
The
correctly.
nurses are like a Jedi.
I'm in pain. There's too many things.
Swaddling.
It was a lot.
It was crazy.
I mean, having a baby during a snowstorm is wild.
We were fortunate. We made it to the hospital.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
thank goodness.
Because there were people that
Otherwise,
had
you would have been
babies on
delivering
the-
that baby.
Oh, God, no. I am a runner.
Yeah. I'm eloping. Loper.
It's funny the things that we'll do as moms. Because if a kid throws up in front of me, I'm gonna throw up too. If my kid throws up, I'm like, vomit in my hand. I'm like, okay, baby, you're okay. Let's go the rest of the way to the toilet.
Wow.
My thing is, how come Joe was holding Peyton, and she did not throw up. As soon as he handed her to me, projectile vomited all over me. I said, you know what? It be your own kids.
And then you walk around the corner in school and you see the vomit with the sprinkle stuff.
Sprinkle stuff.
Yeah. And you're like, ugh.
When I was a kid, that kind of fascinated me. I was like, how does it work?
I know.
As an adult, I'm like, I don't want to know.
I don't look. I don't want to make eye contact with that. No, thank you.
Do you guys think that any schools have closed down, like had to shut down for black mold?
Oh,
well,
I don't know.
No. I think they would just be like, let's push that under the rug.
Well, some kids are like deathly allergic to it. And adults.
So you would think,
I'm allergic to it and I didn't know.
One time a miracle happened, and I want to preface this story by saying that everybody was okay. Everybody in the building was okay. But it's where dreams come true, this story, that on the second day of school, it was my second year of teaching, second day of school. So like first day is always fun. Second day, we got to get serious, you know?
Yeah.
Summer break's over. It's settling in that the school year's here. We get a phone call at like 8 p.m. saying no school tomorrow because a chemistry lab caught on fire.
Oh.
The janitor was in there. And somehow triggered it. And we to this day don't. It's a little suspicious. I'm like, what
was he breaking bad up in there? Or what?
I think he was probably smoking a cigarette.
Lighter with a Bunsen burner?
Yeah, like I feel like something happened and he was fine. I just want to say again, he was fine. Yeah. But we got out of school for it, and it was like the teacher group chats were blowing up. Oh my God, Christmas miracles are real. Like we were so excited to not have
school,
to.
And
thoughts and prayers from Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, and thoughts and yes. And is he okay? Great.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. He's now teacher of the year.
Did
y'all hear about the principal who got teacher of the year? Who stopped a...
Yeah. I saw the video.
No, not teacher of the year. They gave him prom king.
Prom king. I cried when I watched that.
Yeah.
I cried when I watched that. That gave me chills.
Yeah.
Because he ran and tackled that man. Like
he got shot in the leg.
I know.
It gives me chills.
I was like...
Yeah.
No educator should have to ever go through that.
No. But I love that they named him prom king.
I know. I thought that was really
I saw that and I was like, baby, I already been sobbing about the video itself. But
I know.
when they gave him prom, I was like, child.
Yeah.
But that's the kind, I mean... As teachers,
that's our reality.
That's our reality. That's why my kids during those drills, I'm like, hey, we don't play during these.
No, we don't play during the drill.
Like we don't play during these type of drills at all.
It's hard too with the little kids because
the littles are different. Yeah,
you have to. I'll never forget one year. We had like a soft lockdown because something was going on in our neighborhood. So they were just being extra careful. Nothing was happening in our school. And so I told the kids, and they're like in first grade, and they're like, Miss Jane, what would you do? Mm-hmm. And of course, I mean, I know what I would do. I'd probably pee in my pants and cry and scream. I would be terrified. But I told the kids, you know how you have those little easels with like the chart paper? Mm-hmm. I said, I would grab that easel and I would whack him upside the head. Yeah. And we would all run. And they were like, really? And I said, yes. Yeah. And they were so cute. They're like, I was like, y'all are safe with me.
I love that.
Yeah. And that's all. And it's for a 6-year-old point of view, that's all they need to do.
Yeah. And they're like, okay, she's got us.
Yeah. Cool. So I emailed all their parents and I was like, if your kid comes home and says, I'm going to hit somebody with an easel, please let me tell you. Please let me tell you the whole context of the story.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really not in my classroom.
Yeah, that's a good way to respond though, because it's different with middle schoolers. I kind of have to be like,
the middle schoolers.
I tell them, I'm like, this would be my plan.
This happened.
And this is
because they asked us the other day. We had a fire drill, and the kids normally remember during fire drills, we normally would just as soon as the fire alarm goes off, everybody knows it's a drill. Like we would get up and like walk out. Well, now the new protocol, fire drill, you got to put the thing over your door, and you have to wait for them to tell you to go outside because kids were pulling the fire alarm. Everybody would flood out into the hallways, and so now they make sure that a kid didn't pull the fire. Yeah, and so because the kids were looking like, dang, why we ain't going outside? And I'm like, wait, this is just the new drill we're doing, man. Like
it's a new way to do it.
And I didn't want to like go into detail, but I just like you can infer the rest. Like
we just want to make sure this is a real fire drill.
Yeah. So
we want to make sure that this is the one.
So y'all, the fact that like we can talk about school closures and all the stuff. Like, we can connect all the stuff because there's always an infinite amount of things that freaking happens at school, or that could happen during the school week, or that could, like, there are just things like you never would think you would say.
From wildlife.
Yeah, like, please don't
Do you
lick his
remember,
arm.
like, I remember
your tongue to yourself, bro.
You know, Friday the 13th, 2020.
COVID.
Like, I'll never forget that week. At my school,
Mercy sakes alive.
like, every team has their own lunch period, and the team teachers will sit at the teacher table and eat lunch, and then the kids are eating lunch. And we were all sitting at the teacher table that week. Every day we'd be like, placing bets and on, like, if we're actually going to get out of school. And I was like, there is no way this is that serious.
1 year later.
Yeah. I was like dead set. I was like, y'all are crazy for going to buy that toilet paper. Y'all is like, I was dead set.
Look at you, was wiping with a towel.
And then I remember I left like my Keurig in my classroom with like, I had to throw that away a year later, basically, is what I'm saying. And I just didn't think for even a second we'd be gone.
I remember when the governor of Georgia announced that we were going to go home for 2 weeks for COVID. I was like, yes, I get to work from home.
The Andy Bashir guy.
Kentucky, that's my baby.
I want you to understand this. Andy Bashir, during COVID,
you were our man.
We love you, man. Because during COVID, Daddy Bashir
Andy
got on the TV every single day and gave us an update every single day. And there were people from all across the country who did not even live in your state that were like,
I didn't know that. I thought it was just a Kentucky thing.
My twin told me.
Daddy Andy got me through
baby,
COVID.
Daddy Andy, like, and you fine. So, you know what I'm saying?
We love seeing Andy every day.
Two birds, one stone. But during COVID, because we wanted to know, it was such a new thing to us. We were like, what is going on? And we were so afraid. And my twin was like,
confused. What am I supposed to be doing? What am I allowed to do?
My twin was like, because my twin, she always learns everything before me. And so my twin, she was like, hey, if you want to see like what's going on every day, there is what is he, your governor?
He's our governor.
Yeah, she was like, there's a governor that he gets on TV every single day at this time, and he addresses his state. And she was like, that's who you need to watch. And shout out to Andy Bashir, man, because you and Tiger King got us through COVID, man.
Tiger King, baby.
Shout out to Tiger King, man.
There's rumors that he's going to be going for the presidential.
Andy Bashir?
Yeah.
You do
There's some rumors.
You do it, Andy.
Yeah. Let's see it, Andy.
Gavin Newsom,
but man, every woman in the state of Kentucky would be like, oh my God, Daddy Andy. Like, we're all like, you know, and even the guy, everyone was excited to see him because it was just something to look forward to every day when in a state of very unknown.
This is why you need to watch Scandal, because everybody is like, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh my gosh, he is so hot. He looks like Fitz from Scandal.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who.
Do you know
who Gavin is?
I know what he looks like. If you don't know what Gavin Newsom looks like,
I don't know who Fitz is from Scandal.
This a fine man. Okay, I was just double checking. That's a good looking Caucasian man.
Okay.
It's a good looking man. But I remember that during COVID. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I think my baby had COVID before. I think she had COVID in February.
I've never had it.
No,
have you had it?
I've had it.
I've had it like 4 times.
And
like 3 times.
When we opened up, and
how does it feel to be God's favorite?
I know.
Right? Solid DNA here. When we opened up our school for a year, that whole school year, I had to get tested every single week. Every single adult.
You had to get stuck up the nose?
Every single week we had to get tested. Kids, they highly encouraged it. As a parent, you could opt out.
As you should be allowed to.
I don't have enough tests to test everybody once a week, bro.
Every single week.
That's awful.
And so all the kindergartners would go and line up and shoop, 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 shoop. And then anybody who tested positive got sent home. And then we had a hybrid situation where teachers were teaching.
Gosh,
like,
every time we hear hybrid, I'm like, skin breaks out.
And I never got it. I don't know how.
I got it 3 times. My sister and her husband got it first. And Bria was so freaking sick, and she could not breathe. Like, she was and she said she went to the doctor, and they were just like,
you got to tough it out.
It hurts, but like I'm talking about it. COVID got me traumatized. If I get a little tickle in my throat, I'm like,
I know,
baby.
Where's my emergency? I start chugging it. I'm like, where's my emergency at?
The older I get, the more I'm like, oh, no, I ain't got them kind of. I can't play them kind of games.
No.
I need 8.5 hours of sleep. I need
the first time I got COVID, I don't think I left my bed. I have like a bathroom attached to my bedroom. I did not leave my bedroom for probably 5 or 6 days.
Dang.
Mine always felt like a cold, but every single time I would lose my taste and smell.
See, I never had that.
Every single time. Food still doesn't taste the same.
I just had like severe flu-like symptoms where my whole body, I just felt like I got hit by a bus.
I only ever felt like I had a cold.
I'm just over here with my godlike DNA.
Look at you, just maybe just has to feel to be God's favorite. So schools did get closed because of COVID.
Yeah.
I wonder if there were any schools that didn't reopen after COVID.
I bet there were some probably like small Christian schools or small private or charter schools probably didn't.
When I first moved to Kentucky, we very quickly, after like maybe a month of that school year, went on strike.
Why were y'all striking?
They were trying to mess with our pension.
Do y'all have a union?
Yes.
Yeah, they would fire all of us.
Do y'all have unions?
Nope.
We don't have
one.
I love when people get my comments. You need to talk to your union rep.
We ain't
We don't have unions.
Yeah. Well, so technically, legally, we are not allowed to strike.
So how'd y'all strike?
So what we did was we did a sick out. So every teacher would just call out
an undercover strike.
It was an undercover strike.
I got you.
So, but it was led by our union.
I got you.
But I just come from New York, so I was not calling out sick because I was like, I'm scared. I don't know anybody. When I moved to Kentucky, I didn't know anybody.
Okay.
I just packed up a U-Haul and moved.
Would move to a state you don't know nobody.
I did it when I did it in New York, and I did it in Kentucky. I just was like, I'm gonna pack up my U-Haul and I'm just gonna go there because it's affordable and they pay good at that district.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So anyway, so I was like, I don't know about I agree with, because they were trying to mess with our pension, and it was a big, like it would have been devastating. It was right before Andy Beshear got elected in. So, our governor was Matt Bevin at the time, and the teachers across the state were mad, and so we did a huge, massive sick out. But it was like kind of watching it exciting, like breaking news every night. Was it going to be enough teachers calling out to get off the next day? Because every day, it's not like they were like, we're not coming for a week. Like every day, people
so you weren't calling in sick, but you were hoping other people
I was
would.
sure as heck.
You were riding their coattails.
I was like, please call it.
I'm new here, man.
I was like, but if you all could just call out sick, that would be really great, because I'd love to sleep in tomorrow.
I wouldn't be mad at
so
you.
the school had to close because they didn't have enough teachers?
The districts would close. There were multiple districts that would close.
That's what I'm saying. She's riding on their coattails. I ain't mad at you.
Did that happen in Chicago? Am I crazy?
I think it's a common way to go on strike if it's illegal in your state to do it that way, and because there's no way to prove it any other way. So, but every day we just didn't know. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Delivery.
The coffee fairy.
But you just wouldn't know. And we would go to the Capitol. The Capitol is like 45 minutes from where I live. We'd go to the Capitol. I'd go on strike. It is not fun and as amazing as it looks on the internet. But I would go and represent, because I'm like, if I'm gonna, I was like, you gotta bring snacks. You gotta
be hungry. It's cold out here.
It's cold. It's not fun. But man, I got to sleep in every day. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this is great. I was like, this is gonna be awesome. And because that, and then COVID happened, I was like, I don't remember the last time I made it through a whole school year without having a random week off.
Yeah. I don't either, because this year we had 2 weeks off because of a snowstorm.
Yeah, we had 2 weeks off this year too.
We had 1 week off. And this year I remember thinking, okay, they're eventually there's no way we're gonna be off for the whole week.
Yeah.
And then 1 week turned into 2 weeks. And I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And we were out. I said, I thank you. Because this group of kids this year, I need them a little 2-week break. I ain't gonna hold you.
This snowstorm this year, we were all placing bets. We had a Google form and everything. Teachers.
Oh, wow.
We had a Google form.
Organized.
I know. It wasn't me who did it. It was someone else.
That's such a teacher thing.
I know. They sent out, if you would like to throw in $5 to the pot and bet how many days you think we're going to get out.
Gambling
I was like,
is wild work.
The best thing ever. I was like, you can take my $5. And we had, like, everybody had different variations of their bet. Like, I think we're going to get 5 days off and 5 days NTI, like, online and stuff. And
we only have to make up one of ours. Like, we
only have to make up 3 out of 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm lying. I guess we have to make up 3 because we have 2 extra days at the end of the school year.
Yeah, we're gonna have 4 days without kids in the building. That's a long time.
Ooh, we only have 1.
Yeah,
we get out
because the kids don't have to make it up. So we have to make it up.
Why they don't gotta make it up? They're the ones that need the information.
I know. I'm like, why do I have? Because they don't want us to get for any free money, So the kids actually don't have to make up any days. They have X amount that they're allowed to miss. We don't. I guess
we get out before Memorial Day.
I think we get out right
by the 22nd or 21st or something.
Oh no, we're like right to the very end of May.
June.
So Memorial Day this year falls kind of early because it's always the last Monday. And so we get out like May 22nd this year-ish.
That's nice.
Give or take.
Well, you guys did have to go back July 17th.
That part.
So we went back July
So
17th.
you get off a little.
Kids get out on Thursday, and we have to go Friday, and then it's a wrap.
Don't you feel like after state testing, it's like all downhill?
Oh my gosh.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
At this point, I wish they would just go ahead and let my kids take their state test. I'm like, listen,
let's just go.
We can't wait till May.
Movie day, rest of the year. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're not doing movie day, rest of the year.
Anna's like, Anna, you would not even do movie day.
I have been known to
Friends
show
said this
Shrek
year-
every once in a while. Shrek is my go-to.
Shrek.
I love the movie Shrek. That's my kid movie. I forgot last episode. But Shrek's not
But you
Disney.
won't watch Mulan.
It's not too late.
It's not too late. It's
not too
never
late.
too late.
Just saying she watched Frozen and like, what's the main character's name?
Elsa?
I just don't know who's Elsa and Anna. You know, I just
Her name's Anna.
Anna. Oh my gosh! Whatever. My name is Anna.
Did you watch K-pop?
No.
Saying
It's
it like
too
that is
music.
crazy.
It's too musical. I want to watch a movie.
Did you guys see the kids singing K-pop to Mom Donnie and Obama?
No.
No.
Have you guys not seen this?
No.
No, but
Oh
that
my
sounds
gosh.
adorable.
Okay, so they were reading like children's books to the kids or whatever, and then they let them like ask questions or whatever. And so one of the kids was like, to Mom Donnie was like, do you know about K-pop? And he was like, I'm sorry, I don't really know that. And this kid just started singing, yeah, my little soda pop. And Obama and Mom Donnie were like, yeah, okay. I don't really,
We gotta go with this. We
I
gotta
don't
go.
really know what this is. I thought it was the cutest little
Oh, that
thing.
is cute.
And they tried to get them up off the floor, and it just looked like they were being like attacked by.
Oh my gosh, how cute.
That's how we all look.
Kids are so cute. They're like, you don't know K-pop? We'll show
It
you.
was so sweet because they were like, we don't care who you are. How do you not know K-pop? We'll sing it. for
Oh,
you.
we have a senior walk where the seniors come down. And,
Oh, that's cute.
And they walk
I
around the halls.
love
We decorate our
that. Yeah.
doors. Well, at the beginning of the year, each senior gets assigned to a classroom
Yeah.
to kind of build like a community between that senior
Very
and
cute.
the class. So the
That's
seniors
sweet.
come,
I like
yeah.
that.
So the seniors come down. And since I'm not a homeroom teacher, my senior got assigned to a kindergarten class. So it's two
Okay.
seniors, me, the kindergarten class, and their teacher. So they come down, and these are like 18-year-old boys.
Yeah.
You know, they're just cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
what's
they're just like,
up?
Don't really
Yeah.
care about anything.
No, actually, they're really nice. But they're really nice. But they
Laid
don't know
back.
how to, like,
Yeah, they're like,
Do
I
a
don't know
kinder-
about
Unless you have a
singing at home.
little sibling
to
that age.
lead a
would-
kindergarten
yeah.
class. You know, most people
Yeah.
don't. So the teacher's like, do y'all have any questions? What's your favorite color?
Yeah. Yep.
And they're like,
Boys are like,
orange,
okay.
green.
Yeah.
It is so
It's
cute.
so cute.
And the kids are like, can I tell you about my dog? And
Yeah.
the guys are like,
Love it.
yeah, tell me about your dog.
Sure.
Something about the high schoolers interacting with the little
It's
kids.
very
It
cute.
is
That's very cute.
adorable
Walk.
because the high schoolers, as cool as they are, they just let
They
it
like
kind of
little
fade
kids.
away.
Yeah.
And they just lean into the moment of being there for
Yeah.
those kids. And the kids are just looking up to them like gods.
Oh
It
my
is
gosh,
so
that's adorable.
Because my teacher face, Jess, was on here
Yeah.
for the last 4 episodes, and she taught AP English.
Oh,
high
yeah,
school, like I
yeah.
said.
Yeah, she's high
And
school.
so she was talking about her, she was like, when they get to 12th grade, like, she was like, sometimes they revert back to, like, being a kid. She was like, they have, like, Ninja Turtle book bags in 12th grade. And they're,
Aw.
like, walking around
holding
with, like,
on to their
SpongeBob
childhood.
stuff.
They're like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, I don't want to go into adulthood.
Yeah.
I'm
Scary.
sure it's scary. I was
Yeah.
talking to a friend of mine, and her son's in 12th grade, and I taught him in 1st grade.
Aw.
And I was asking her how, what's this plan? I'm always careful not to say, are you going to college? Where
Sure.
Are you going?
Yeah.
The
What are you doing
plan's
next year?
better.
everybody's
What's
better.
the vibe?
What
What
are
are
you
you up to?
And so she
Smart.
was telling me, but she's like, God, he's really getting stressed out because everybody always asks him that question.
Yeah.
And they always ask it with such enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, oh, this is so cool. You're
What
going to
college are you
college.
gonna
She's
do?
like, he's terrified.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
It's
what?
a big thing.
It is. It's like my whole life I've been
Yeah.
at my family's home,
Yeah.
safe, even though I kind
Yeah.
of wanted to not be.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're
It's
just
scary.
possibly
You're thrown
leaving.
into it. There's no
Yeah, for sure.
middle ground there. Like you get thrown
That
into
first
it.
night at college, I remember my mom, dropped
gosh.
me off, and I'm just like in the dorm, and you're sharing a room with somebody
Yeah.
else, and I'm just like,
This is
You know,
odd.
It
my
was weird.
coworker's daughter is a senior, but one thing that's really cool is that she's already met her roommate on social media, and they're already building a relationship.
this
They
is
don't.
way before.
Yeah, right. Well, I know that's what I'm.
Like, girl, we
But
just-
now it's kind of different. I'm like, I didn't even think about the fact that now they have an opportunity to kind of build a friendship before you go live with a stranger in a tiny little room.
I remember my college freshman roommate. I remember I got there and I was just coming out as gay, and it was a Baptist college, and I went there because I got a full ride.
I'm about to say, bless your heart.
We love a full ride.
A full ride basketball scholarship.
Hop onto the back of that horse and ride it.
Exactly.
I'm doing
first generation, I was just happy to have the opportunity. So I get this roommate, and she's super religious. No judgment, go be religious. Sure. She's also like, you can tell, giving me a dose of judgment, right?
Sure.
And I'm saying this with no judgment to her, but I do find it a little bit ironic. So she's judging me. I'm trying to come out as gay, and you can just tell she's just like, oh, you're a horrible person. Midway through the semester, all of a sudden, she has a boyfriend. He's like 30-something years old.
What?
Girl, I'm gonna break my neck, Lenny Bass.
We both probably did.
And then a couple months later, she comes back and she's like, I'm dropping out of school. Now, I have zero judgments.
No.
As to when you can have babies, like do your own thing.
Do your thing.
If you're going to judge me,
Yeah, why the Bible say pull the plank out your own eye.
That part.
Pull the plank out your own eye.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like the speck in somebody else's eye. When you have a log in your own eye. Yep.
I absolutely like.
Yeah, and then at that point in the year, I actually got a Japanese roommate. Her name was Akiko. We had become friends, and then she became a roommate. We became my roommate.
Oh,
she
nice.
was cool, yeah.
So you got to be friends. That's nice.
Yeah.
I was roommates with my best friend.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
was
we
it
went.
good?
You know what? We didn't vibe living together. She's still my best friend to this day, but I don't ever need to live with her again.
Yeah, that's
you know
fair.
what I mean?
I could live with my best friend as an adult, but when I was younger,
when we were 18, and we were just
living together in a room.
Dorm
life is so
an apartment.
weird. No, we were in dorm. We were in a dorm room together.
You live in a room together.
A little tiny room.
Union, we had our own rooms though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Union, it was like apartment, like.
Because I mean, it's like you want to stay up till 2, listen to music. They want to go to bed. They want to have the light on. It's just all blow drying your hair.
It's just so.
I just want to prepare you for.
We had a random sink. We had a sink in our dorm room.
Yeah.
No bathroom, just a sink.
We had 2 bathrooms. And
we
4
had a
bedrooms
share. We had a
each.
communal bathroom.
We did too.
And anytime you were in the shower, if somebody flushed the toilet, before you flushed the
it was
toilet,
gonna burn.
you had to yell showers
Because it was gonna be blasting hot, right? Same in my
I
dorms.
went to bougie school, baby. We had 2
That also happened in my
bathrooms.
house too.
Oh, really?
In my house growing up, my childhood home.
But that's not because that doesn't really happen now, though, does it?
Not at my house.
My kid flushed the toilet while I was in the shower the other day, and I think in my mind,
you had better
like,
you
plumbing
thought it
in
was
my college, probably.
but like in houses though, is that still a thing?
I don't know.
don't
Not
know.
in my
It's
house.
kind of like the
Not
urban
mine.
legend that you'll get pulled over if you have your light on in the car.
Or you're driving barefoot.
I feel like our
always
police,
so
our
worried
parents
about that.
just told us that.
Yeah. Turn the light off. Why? It's illegal.
Maybe we should do an episode on things our parents told us that aren't true.
Like teacher lies too.
Yeah.
Like things.
Like the pencils with the pencils with the plastic wrap that a lot of teachers say mess up the pencil sharpeners.
yeah.
Apparently, it doesn't mess up the pencil sharpeners.
It's been a lie this whole
I think
time.
so.
They just didn't want us to use.
They just don't like
pencils.
them.
I don't know.
I like the by Lisa Frank pencils.
I know.
Right.
I have a Lisa Frank makeup bag in there. I love it.
Oh, so cute.
Isn't that cute? It's Lisa Frank.
Lisa, please come out with some more stuff for us millennials, girl.
Thanks, Mama Lita. My mom got that for me.
Shout out to Mama Lita. Hey, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Teachers Off Duty Podcast. We have enjoyed ourselves. We have had a really good time. This is
ladies'
just
time.
a chatting in the living room, child. But follow the Teachers Off Duty Podcast. Please leave us a review on Spotify. Follow the Board Teachers Comedy Tour. Get your comedy tour tickets. And follow me, Honest Teacher Vibes, on all platforms.
And Read Away with Miss K.
Miss Jane Gifted.
Bye, best
Bye, guys.
Thanks, y'all.